fact.
Baseball cards suck total balls. Okay, actually this story's about how Honus Wagner's a friggin' hypocrite. The reason why his card is so rare is because this card was on like a tobacco company card, and he said, "Oh, I hate tobacco. Please stop making my cards. I hate tobacco." Well, in like the 1940s, John Wagner, who is Honus Wagner, in that picture or whatever, he's chewing tobacco. Friggin' hypocrite. Anyway, there are alternatives to getting your kid into the sport if you like baseball and if he likes baseball. I really don't think baseball cards are the solution. I think what you should really do is just take him down to the ballpark. Maybe get some autographs or something like that. Because I think a lot of players these days, I guess they're less inclined to autograph for adults, that's for sure. And I cannot blame them. But having an autograph for a kid, just a kid going up and meeting a star player, that's just a really fun experience. Just get a baseball, get it signed, and then you got a real piece of memorabilia. And plus you just get to have just an awesome experience instead of just having this little lifeless cardboard card that may or may not be worth 30 cents sometime in 2065. Right now they're going through like pictures of all the cards from all current baseball sets up to 1989. These are all the top sets from the 1950s. And what I really want to mention here is that my collection now consists of only about 150 baseball cards. And what they are cards from 1952 to 1969. And what I did was that I took these cards and mailed them to the player picture on the card. I sent them a letter thanking them for all of their years of service to the league and all of the entertainment they gave to the fans. And I asked them to sign my card. They signed it and they sent it back. So I have a fairly nice, small, compact collection of about 150 cards, all of them autographed. We're coming up to our first huge lineup of values here. All those cards have gone actually way far up in value. So yeah, if you collected cards back then, smart move. Don't even bother now. Those cards are not the in thing anymore. Nobody gives a shit. It's all about getting the brand new cards. Alex Rodriguez is the man now. Stan Musial. Who the fuck is Stan Musial? Some old dude, apparently. Nah, Stan Musial is an awesome guy. I was able to get an autograph from him in 3 days from my grandmother. Biggest Cardinals fan in the world, so I got her a whole bunch of autographs from the 1982 World Series team. And I got Lou Brock in person just for good measure, because she's been a fan, I guess, since 1959? The 1960s. Yeah, those went up in value too, just a little bit. But you'll notice that it starts to dip quite a fair amount. Then we just start getting to the 1970s. I noticed that as the cards go on in the years, they actually get uglier. And I mean crazy ugly. 1974 actually looks pretty good because it's very simplistic. I actually got an autographed Nolan Ryan card based on that just because it was the only card I liked of him from that era. 75 just looks like puke. That's a 75 card. Ugh, it's like somebody crapped a rainbow. That doesn't look too good either. And it just continues on and on with really, really bad-looking cards. I think their worst-looking card was from like 1986 or something like that. And then in 1987, they tried to go all Atari 2600 retro. They had like wood grain baseball cards. Well, I don't think they had like a wood grain finish, but they still looked like wood grain. Friggin' crazy. Yeah, look at it. I don't know. These cards are just friggin' ugly. Ugly as all hell. But I guess back in the 80s, everything was supposed to be ugly because ugly was cool. Yeah. What is Don Mattingly? Oh, Darryl Strawberry. I forgot. That was another one of my role models. Hey, and there's Mark Langston again. What is it with Mark Langston? Was he really that damn big back in the day? Mike Scott. Lenny Dykstra, the Dr. Dirt, Mr. Clean. Also, Lenny Dykstra wants you to know that he's had a wet dream. Whatever. That's stupid. Mark McGuire. Eric Davis. Oh, God, don't remind me about Eric Davis. Now, those card values gone way the fuck down. I would know because I was the dumbass that collected them. Ugh! God, especially 88 tops. Look at this. This was their new cards of 1989. ugly ass shit. Oh, Bo Jackson, Bo knows baseball, Bo knows football, Bo was done after 6 Bo years. Hey, Jay Buhner, he wasn't all that bad, but he was an easily forgotten player. Mark Lewis? Oh wow, the ultimate Mark Lewis? Who the hell is Mark Lewis? Mike Harvey? Oh, future star. I forgot. 1989 was pretty much around the year that people started getting obsessed with rookie cards. They didn't care if your name was friggin' Kurt Dumbass or, hey, Don Drysdale. That's the solid 1963 Fleer. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But yeah, now they're showcasing the Fleer cards. And I think it was good that there was some challenge back in 1981 when Fleer and Donruss popped up, because Topps had a monopoly on baseball cards for almost 30 years. And I recently looked at some news stories, and they're actually trying to work towards a monopoly yet again. I don't think anybody will notice, though, because they'll produce like 1,000,000,000 billion variants of each card. I remember there was one guy on the internet. He had like a sole mission to collect every Jeremy Bonderman card ever made. I think he's a current player for Detroit Tigers. He might have gotten traded, but I've just felt so sorry for the guy, because even though Jeremy Bonderman has not been playing for that many years, there's like 5,000 cards, and all of them are just little border changes, or not even a border change. Maybe they just change a little bit of a logo or something like that. It must be so easy making baseball cards these days, and all you gotta do is make one little change in Photoshop, and bam! Different variant. Bam! Huge collector's value. Oh yeah, those values, bullshit, way down. And I collected those. Oh. Now we moved on to Donruss. Donruss 81 was one ugly motherfucking card. Tony La Russa, manager. That guy is still managing today. Hey, the great Steve Garvey. George Brett, Mr. Pine Tar Crazy Guy. I remember George Brett was talking about something about peeing his pants or pooping his pants or something. Maybe that was some other player. It might have been Paul Molitor. I don't know. Still some Hall of Famer talking about shitting his pants all the time. Really? Is this the special effect you're going to go for? Oh, God. How ugly is this? Oh, well, at least they're getting close to showing 85 Donruss. That was like the only set they had that wasn't all that ugly. 83, another very ugly year. I can't even read the names on some of these because it's such a low-quality tape. 84, it's getting better, but still really kind of ugly looking. Ugh. Yeah. Whatever, that's just stupid. Look, we're a team. Woo! Jeez. 86? What the hell happened to 85? Aw, come on, man. God damn, those 86 cards were so ugly. 87 looked okay, I guess, but these cards are still not worth jack shit. We're getting very close to the area where, yeah, 1988, I think that's pretty much the year when everybody started collecting cards. Because the 1988 cards, I looked up the set for this. They're worth like $8. Oh god, 89, another rainbow shit. And of course I'm familiar with those because I collect a billion of them. Yeah, those 200? No. No. Yeah, it's just disgusting. And just think, that guy that sold the cards, he probably used that as a value, saying, hey, you should buy cards because they're already worth $200. That means the only way they have to go up now is up. There's no way cards could ever depreciate in value. That's impossible. Impossible? Scorecards, which apparently this guy says people thought were awesome. I think those cards are ugly as hell. And Sport Flicks, where if you like held them in different ways, you could see different pictures. Sport Flicks were pretty damn stupid. They are also worth nothing. I couldn't find the values on Sport Flicks cards, but I think it's safe to say that whatever's said on here, it's worth half as much now. Joe Carter, Roger Clemens. Ah, yes, another one of my role models. Roger Clemens. He sure didn't let me down. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, God. And now we're showing all of the wax packs that haunt my nightmares. Oh, those look familiar. I used to have a whole hell of a lot of those. It was just so fun opening those up and seeing all the cards that would be worth so much money someday. Oh, wow, I got me a Frank Thomas rookie card. That's just the great thing about cards back then, is that even if they're going to be in the friggin' Hall of Fame, their cards are worth nothing. A big card back then was the 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. I think it got up to like as high as $100. It's like the definitive card of that era of 1987 to 1994. And that card is plummeted in value from $100 to $40. And a look on eBay just now, it sells but $20. So an 80% drop from how much that card used to be worth. Friggin' ridiculous. I really should have caught a clue when I saw that cards were going down in value in the late 90s, but I just didn't listen. I always held on to the belief that they were going to go up in value because you got to hold on to them for 30 years. Well, unless a magical unicorn shits gold in 10 years... No, wait, even if a magical unicorn shits gold in 10 years, the baseball cards still aren't going to go up in value. Hell, even for a while, the collecting expanded past baseball cards, but then it went into magazines because Topps released their own magazine. Wow, a magazine, a special collector's item, had Nolan Ryan on the cover! That shitty magazine was worth less than the plastic bag and cardboard back. Thankfully, my baseball card phase was soon over. Wait. Shh, he's sleeping. Wake up! Wake up! Oh, man. This guy, he's unfucking believable. Wait, no, that's not it. He's unfucking believably boring. God, stop pausing in between sentences. What is wrong with you, man? This guy's basically just talking about advertising its Hawking brand, 1989 sets for only $24.95. What a killer deal, right? Oh, hell no. Just look at all this stuff. 150 original old baseball cards for only $19.95. Old as in 1986. Oh, my God. Wake up! Jesus Christ, man! Oh, God. Did I offend you somehow? I mean, this guy took too much fucking Ambien. My mustache look kind of like Boomerang. I'm going to go get it in the floor somehow. And wrong pause. Pete Rose. I can confidently say Pete Rose was not one of my role models. Because by the time I got into baseball, Pete Rose was already banned from baseball. Yeah! However, I just remembered that Rafael Palmeiro was one of my role models. And Juan Gonzalez. Shit! Ah, the one thing magazine companies love to milk over and over and over again. The monthly price guides. Where all they gotta do is just change one price a little bit up or a little bit down each month, and that's a job well done. Last time I bought one of these was probably about 5 years ago. I got just like a big-ass yearly price guide. I thumbed through a recent price guide, and it's just really sad that only like the first 2 pages are dedicated to cards before 1994, and then there's like 100,000 fucking pages dedicated to the last 2 years, 2008, 2009, because there's so many different kinds of cards. They just have to... There's just too many cards. And I don't know. Can the baseball card industry be saved? No, we can't. Baseball card industry is dead. I don't care if they're still selling cards now. The baseball card industry is dead, trust me. There's a few people still keeping it alive, but it's their hobby. It's their very expensive hobby. It's their choice to take that stick right up the ass from Topps. And hey, as long as you're doing it because you know you're never, ever, ever, ever going to turn a profit or even make back 10% of what you spent, more power to you. Or you could be like all the kids that thought this Greg Jeffries card would sell for a whole shit ton of money. It's up to you, man. It's up to you. I was lucky that I stopped buying cards at age 13 so I could get into real hobbies, like playing video games. That going outside shit is overrated, son. Right now they're listing like the hottest cards of the time, like Mickey Mantle, Mike Schmidt, and Don Mattingly. Now, Don Mattingly was still a great player, but he kind of retired before his time, and that card's not really gone up in value. You can't really hold it in the same breath as a Mike Schmidt or Mickey Mantle card. That's kind of overstating things. So this tape really did get a whole hell of a lot of things wrong. It did get a lot of things right, especially collecting old baseball cards. Back in the day, that was a smart move. Collecting them now, dumb move. I'm sure maybe they'll go up in value a little bit, but nobody cares anymore. They only care about the brand new guys, the here and now, the one-of-ones. Bullshit like that. Darryl Strawberry. I've already mentioned that ass. Okay, he gets a double mention. Wow, Kurt Stillwell. Paul Assenmasher. Wow, the Paul Assenmasher? Tough Stuff magazine. I gotta give them all the credit in the world for giving me all those prices. You guys rock, man. Thank you for giving me free quotes on all those shitty cards I got rid of so long ago. And now they're talking about the error cards. In this section, they will carefully not mention fuckface, despite showing like a whole montage and those two kids holding 10 fuckface cards. Their parents must have been so proud. I'm sure like his daddy pointed out, look son, you got the fuckface card. We're going to be rich, but don't sell them right now. We're going to hold on to them for 20 years. So if they go up in value from $140 to $1,400 million, billion, trillion dollars. And that guy grew up to be Howard the Duck. Okay, as you can obviously tell, my mind has just gone out of it. I don't know where the hell I am anymore, because this video has successfully made me relive my tragic past. Sleep, oh, wake up! Oh, okay, where am I? I think I'm in the video. I'm just so friggin' messed up. But how could I be in the video? These guys are moving. Frickin' freaks. How can people move? That's just stupid. So what lessons have we learned on today's episode? Don't collect baseball cards. And if you have baseball cards now, sell them. If you have any cards from 1987 and up, chuck them out the damn window, because they ain't worth shit.
Thanks a lot for looking and listening, folks. I enjoyed being with you. So long, everybody.
Where's my paycheck? The executive producers paid everyone in baseball cards. That's how they were able to get this done. Hey, Mel Allen, do you want to do this video for 8 1989 Donruss Ken Griffey Jr.'s? Do I? Wait, can you eat those? Sure. And of course we get that amazing theme, Cardboard Dreams, talking about rubbing the baseball cards all up and down his body, getting all intimate with that awesome card of Kurt Stillwell. Ooh, Chris Sable. Joe McEwing. You'll never not hit below 400 ever again. You were the talk of the world for the first half of that one season. And who could forget Fernando Tatis? He'll be worth $1 million someday. Fernando. I'm sure those kids just played in that movie just to get a Howard Johnson card. Because Howard Johnson remained relevant for a long time, right? Absolutely. But not as long as the mighty Greg Jeffries. Yes! Oh God, for audio cassette of this really, really awesome song, send us $7.50. Well, I'm gonna get on that right now. See ya!